The palace and gardens of Louis XIV's Versailles were a visible manifestation of his manly prowess as he imposed his will over tree and brook and fountain, as well as over France. But a century later, when an Austrian princess named Marie Antoinette came here to marry Louis's great-great-grandson and become his queen, she wanted something a little more sensitive, a little less grand. Her father-in-law had given her a country house near Versailles called the Petit Trianon, but she wanted the gardens remodeled in the newly fashionable English style. Marie's gardens look more natural to our eyes than Louis's sternly manicured beds and hedges, and yet everything here is calculated to please. In the 18th century, landscape painters took nature and ordered it on their canvases to make it picturesque, conforming to the rules of order and balance that painting had long embraced. Now gardeners planted their gardens to recreate the pictured landscapes. A renewed love of things Greek required the tasteful placement of classically inspired statues and fountains. Even an artificial ruin was required, as if some idyllic lost civilization had once stood here and magical gardens had grown up around it. Marie loved the country life so much that she required her architects to build her a little French country village so that she could pretend that she was a shepherdess. But all the serenity masked an ugly truth. Marie's people were starving, and 6 years after she built her English gardens, a revolution broke out that would send her and her husband to the guillotine. Life was to imitate art, and revolutionary France was to recapitulate the 1,000-year history of Rome in 2.5 decades, as a monarchy, then a republic, then an empire succeeded each other in one violent cataclysm after another. Throughout this time, the artists and builders of France consciously imitated the art, architecture, and other imagery of ancient Greece and Rome. In this lesson, we will examine this turbulent time and its neoclassical style. We will also see similarities between its visual art and its music, as composers seek to describe both the beauties and the turbulence of the age.